soul sister. Welcome to the Happy, Purposeful, and Free podcast, where we are all about living our brightest, most authentic, kick-ass life that we actually love. My name's Katrina, and I'm your guide, obsessed with giving you the tools to help you get from where you are now to where you want to go in life, relationships, and business. This podcast is all about having fun, showing you there is more to the sober life and the real talk as we share inspiring stories, tips, and tricks to help you boldly pursue your life. You are not alone in this deal, so let's do this thing together. Wow, welcome back to the Happy, Purposeful, and Free podcast. Oh my goodness, you guys, this has been such a beautiful time away. I have definitely missed you. I have definitely missed speaking with guests, getting your feedback. It's just been a beautiful time to sit back and take in what needed to come in and allow myself to receive what needed to be received. I'm super excited for the Happy, Purposeful, and Free podcast. Do you guys love the new name? Tell me how much do you love the new name? It came to me. It is a play on some words from the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous. In that book, we talk about being happy, joyous, and free. And I just loved that so much. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love helping women discover what their purpose is. I love, helping women find their happiness. And I want us all to be just so free to be ourselves. So what is happiness to you? What is your purpose? And let me tell you, so many are walking around out there thinking that our purpose is in what we do. It's not in what we do. It's in who we are, what we're meant to bring to this world. And one of, my purpose I discovered quite some time ago was to bring more love, light, joy, hope, and laughter back to the world. And that's a big task, right? But the way I choose to go about it, I could do that in any aspect. I could do that in a regular job. I could do that by volunteering and serving. I could be doing that in my own home. But I choose also to do that and show up here on this podcast for you and this space for you, and by coaching other women, by doing that and helping them break through what's keeping them from finding their own purpose, their own happiness, and really living to be free, to be themselves. And that's that free part. What is free? Free is about not just, wealth and having all of that, but it's really about freedom, about being who you are, sharing your gifts with the world on whatever scale that looks like, and allowing that to be okay, to be able to look in the mirror and really say, oh my gosh, I love this woman so much. I love waking up in the morning. I love, getting to be a part of today. And I know so many of you struggle with that. And so I'm here to bring the light for you. I'm here to show you it's worth it to do it, to go through it. So this podcast definitely has received an upgrade and a makeover, and I'm just incredibly excited about it. I will still be bringing you inspiring stories from inspiring people, but we're talking about life here. We're talking about relationships, and it's been on my heart to talk more about business. So bringing in the people who not only inspire me, but I know will inspire you, but the people who I have gone to and sought help from and who have made an impact in my own life. So that's men and women. I'm opening up my guests to both men and women in this space. We learn from everybody from all different walks of life. And so that's who I'm bringing. We're going to bring guests to learn from, to be inspired from, to laugh with, to have fun with, talking all of those things. It is on my heart to really help sober moms with their businesses. I did a poll in a Facebook group the other day, and I was taken aback about how many sober moms have their own business. And if that is your calling, I love it. If it's not your calling, I love it. Like, it doesn't matter what you do necessarily, but if you're in that space, like, this is going to be a podcast for you as well. But truly, if you are a woman, a sober mom, a mom, you're going to get so much value from this podcast just by tuning in, listening to all of the tips and tricks about living happy, purposeful, and free, living a life that is bright and shining and that you feel good about, that you're happy with, that no matter, what you do, you find that contentment and that peace in your heart. And, I hope that brings some excitement for you. I hope that brings some, wonder for you, and that you just keep tuning in and, help me share my message by sharing my episodes, by being a part of this, tagging me. That's really how I get my message out. But I'm excited about where this is going to go, where this is going to take all of us, and most importantly, the impact it might have in your life. There might be a message that you hear that's that one message that has you take that first step towards that thing that you thought you could never do. So I'm excited about the mission of this podcast, bringing more light and love to the world, more fun. We could all use more fun and laughter, all of the things. And so I just thank you and honor you guys for going on this journey with me, taking this pause with me and walking this road with me, because we're not meant to do this life alone. And so many of you out there are trying to think, or you're trying to do this life alone because you think you're supposed to do it alone. You're supposed to be tough and rough and figure it all out because that's what we've been taught. That's what we've been conditioned to believe. And that is not the truth. We're not meant to do this life alone. We're meant to be in community. We're meant to be here together. And this is a way to bring community together. So I'm excited. I have so many things in the works, and just keep following along. You guys can follow me over on Instagram at Katrina Lelly. You can find me on TikTok too at Katrina Lelly. Anywhere you can find me is pretty much at Katrina Lelly. I do have a new Facebook group I want to let you know about. I have a new Facebook group. This is specifically for moms who are sober and have been sober for 1 year or more. That Facebook group is Sober Mom ... Now What? This is a really safe, sacred place to me for moms who have been sober. And I do require that you've been sober for a year, because this is the space where you've got that foundation of not drinking down and you've figured that part out. And what it is for those moms who are sober that are looking for like-minded women to lock arms with, other moms who are sober, who are high vibe, who are positive, who are real, who are authentic, who are growth-minded, forward-thinking, positive, thoughts, that type of thing. Not to say we don't go through hard days, because that's important too. We do go through hard days, but we're not focused on just trying to get by today. We're not focused on drinking. We're not focused on the alcohol. We're focused on living our best, whole, well-lived life. And, I wanted to bring that group together. I noticed that there was a need for it, being in some of these other sober mom groups, which they're all needed for different phases of life. But I feel like there's a space missing after that about 2-year mark where we're sober and we're like, okay, now what? Now what? Now what do I do? I'm living this life and I'm not even sure what it's all about. So I'll be sharing more, of course, on that later. But this podcast is really here for you. Your feedback is so much appreciated. If you know of an amazing person out there who's doing amazing, beautiful things, or who has an inspiring story, send them my way. Send their info my way. I'd be happy to check them out to see if they'd be a great fit for the podcast. And your feedback is always appreciated. You will be receiving 2 episodes a week at this point. I still want to bring you as much value as I can. We're going to shoot off a quick mini episode on Mondays. I still don't know what I'm calling them, but that's okay. We're just going to call them Monday episodes. And then you'll receive one later in the week as well. So thank you guys so much for hanging in there, being with me on this journey. I'm so excited and just grateful for each and every one of you. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon. much for listening. And if you loved this episode and know of someone else who has a powerful story and are doing big things, please pass them on to me. It would mean the world to me if you helped me get this message out to as many listeners as I can. So please, if you liked what you heard, it goes a long way to take 60 seconds, leave me a 5-star review, and share this episode with a girlfriend. Don't forget to tag me on social media, and if that's not your thing, shoot me a DM because I would like to personally thank you for doing so. We are not meant to do this life alone, and I'm so grateful to be on this journey with you. Until next time.